Hello and welcome to Let's Play Sparkster, a Super Nintendo action platformer made by Konami. Part of the Rocket Knight series, which includes 2 games on the Sega Genesis and a downloadable one for Xbox Live and Steam and junk. They're all pretty good, especially this one. So let's get right into it. Here's our boy Sparkster. He's got a couple of moves, jumping and attacking. Holding the attack button will charge this little meter up, and well, if you stand still, you can do this little rollout. But if you hold a direction, you can rocket your way forward, but you can't move while you're following. What you can do, though, is that. Hitting the L and R buttons will let you whip left or right. You can only do it so many times in the air. Boosting plus that, well, that's going to be an essential thing you're going to have to learn to beat this game. Since our boy's an opossum, he can hang by his tail from tree branches and collect these lovely gems. 100 of them get you an extra life. Game's fairly generous with extra lives, but it doesn't hurt to get them, you know. You gotta learn this game, right? As for enemies, we've got an army of wolves. One hit will knock off their armor and they'll run off screaming like they're goddamn Arthur from Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Look, bananas! They restore a lot of your health. Like 4 or 5 hearts worth. Not completely fill up your health, but close enough. That apple will fill 1 heart, and you can also find half apples that will fill like half a heart. So all in all, it's pretty good. A simple starting stage, and we're already at our first mini-boss. We're gonna save you, Princess, from the evil robot monkey, who has a free bunch of bananas for you to fill your health up. It's being really generous. Now, boosting in the guys does a lot more damage than just swinging your sword, so it's best to do that. A very fun move you can do is you can boost, and then you can quick charge away so you don't get hit by just being near the boss, because unless you kill him in 1 hit, you're sort of going to stay there and get hit. So it's good to do that and get away from things. You end up on the airship here, and there's turrets and these weird mechanical wolf things. Just use the same thing I just told you. Boost into him and quick charge back, you should be able to kill him without getting hit. Should. Sometimes the turret likes to sneak up on you, but it's okay. This is level 1. They're still going to be really generous with health. Believe me. You saw a bunch of apples there. I wonder how we can get those. Well, you can heal up like that by just breaking through the wall. Taking a couple hits, but it's fine. Like I said, don't break that wall. It's a trick. You know, Konami loves to, hide wall meat and stuff. Well, if you break that wall, it spawns a crap load of wolf soldiers, and you don't want that. Why would you do that? That's a mean trick. It's not very nice. But if you are in need of health, you can just break open this wall and get those apples. Wasn't hurt too badly, but, well, it helps. All you really have to deal with now are a bunch of wolf soldiers that are coming out of the ground here. Take it slow. Take it easy. Watch out for those shielded guys, because you can't get them from the front, so you just have to do a nice leap over them and slash them. Nothing to it. Well, sometimes the guys don't quite die, but it's alright. It's fine. It's good. This is not the hardest game. It's actually a refreshing breather of sorts. It's got just the right amount of challenge. It's got a little bit of teeth to it, but not too bad. Get back here, you Black Knight bastard! If you look there in the window, you can see him flying away with the princess. That's Axel Gear. He's our rival. We'll see more of him later in the game, but for now, we just know he's abducted the princess, and we gotta get her back, as is the standard for all things. And we killed this boss already. All he did was shoot lasers and punch at us and shoot little guys. Not really that hard. In general, most of the bosses you can just sort of tank if you've got full health. Just rocket into them over and over, and more often than not, you'll come out on top. This strategy might not work for higher difficulties, but we're on the standard difficulty for now, so it'll be fine. So stage 2 is this neat factory, and there's a lot of stuff to get. There's a lot of ways to go. Like, I can go down here and grab some gems and fight a fireman in a minecart, if I wanted to. I don't want to go too far this way, though. Just get those gems. Those enemies are a real pain. You see, the jet attack is killing them in one hit, but if you just have your regular sword attack, it takes 2 to kill them. They fly around a lot, and they're kind of a pain to deal with, to be honest. But regardless, we can break more walls and get more goodies. Let it be said that Sparkster contains a lot of hidden goodies, which I like. You're rewarded for jetpacking around, going off the beaten path, exploring. I dig that. Good games like to do that, make it a little more open. There are sort of branching paths in later levels, but for now we're just going to go a cool way and see what we can find. We'll go the way I like, because I have that luxury in Sparkster. I can go whichever way I like. And collect all sorts of gems and healthy apples. Because possums love apples. It's their favorite food. I don't even know what possums eat, to be honest with you. Perhaps they do eat fruit. I'm not a biologist. But possums don't usually wear armor and wield swords and rocket their way around. But they do in a video game, because video games. This part is sort of accepted. You think, oh, well, I got to go all around here. But no, just drop down. No big deal. Not a big deal at all. We've hit the checkpoint of the factory. And, well, if you die at the boss, you go all the way back here. It's a bit far back, to be honest, but I think we can handle. Gotta watch out, because this level does have instant death traps. Like those wheels. You get caught in them, you'll get squished. There were crushers earlier, and we'll see them before we're done again. They will also kill you in one hit. Like I said, the game is showing a little bit of teeth on level 2, but it's not so bad. You have to be really careful of those, because you can get up on top of them and get crushed. So, you really don't want that to happen. That is not a preferable thing at all. But now we come to a... I hesitate to call it a mini-boss, because it's really quite easy. 4 rocket pack blasts, and it's dead. It shoots lasers. I let it live for just a second there to show you that it shoots lasers. Now, some rooms don't have secrets. Some are just there. You've got this big screen. The fireman's looking up. I wonder why. Aha! An extra life. A free guy. An extend, if you will. Now we've been painted red. It's a cute little visual touch. Hey, he's in a factory. Why don't we have him go through a paint thing and paint him red? But the paint wears off when you go into this screen, and using what you just learned, you can find a little stockpile of crystals, gems, what have you. Let's do a diagonal boost up there, and we're at the boss. After we ride this hook for a while on the tail. Just do a nice drop. And we're hanging on again. There he is. This guy's kind of a pain. He likes to pick up things on the conveyor belt and use them against you. There's this spinny stick. Spike balls on it. The other hand has a laser. I'm just gonna stand on top of him and throw my sword at him. Just shoot it. Stab the core of it. I could be killing this stuff, but really this guy doesn't take much punishment. Dead already. That's that for level 2. This game is actually pretty short. Only 8 levels on normal mode. If you were playing on easy, you'd end on level 7. So we're already a quarter through the game. not 10 minutes in. Short but sweet. Thankfully, you get your health restored at the end of every level, so you can afford to just tank things like I've been doing. You get less points, but really, who cares about points after the year 1983? Stage 3! Will be tackled next time when we ride the chicken.